It's been technically 3 years since I've been with my life partner, Nat Sage. Now she's my wife, and it's only been a few days since it's our first anniversary in terms of weddings, and I feel inspired to give you an honest reflection about our relationship. And I'm going to show a lot of vulnerability here. And I hope for anybody that is interested in, feeling inspired, I welcome it. And if you're interested, here's the tea. The truth is, we was in the process before we got together of our self-love journey. And obviously, I've said this prior in different videos that we met through a chance, let's call it a highest timeline, let's call it divine timing, blessings, and the journey towards that. Not only going through our processes of self love, that didn't end there because a lot of people can relate to this situation. Just because you may be in a divine union doesn't necessarily mean that's the answer right there. Divine unions, relationships, they all have their trials and tribulations, and I am no exception. Me and Sage are no exception to the rule. When you're in a divine union, there are still elements of shadow work that you've got to do within yourself and within your relationships. But once you go through these certain steps of challenges, I guarantee you that the muscle that you both build up, which is the resilience, which is love, which is being in the state of union, togetherness, going through uncomfortable situations and make them feel comfortable. When you get through that, it is not only the most powerful thing, but it is one of the most beautiful moments because we often say to ourselves, oh, beauty, oh my God, it has to shine all the time. Well, for me, my interpretation of beauty is overcoming a situation from the past and actually having to have the power to not let the parts of you that might be for emotions, anger, sadness, woundings, basically be in control of our relationship. We empowered not only ourselves, but we empowered each other. And there will be struggles, but where there's struggles, you create resilience. Where there's a crisis, there is an opportunity. Where there is hurt, there is nurture. It is how we alchemize and truly be in the state of continuous creation. And no matter how hard or how high it was, getting to it and building into making things stronger in terms of our foundations and our systems, it became easier. And understand that a lot of people go through difficult parts and often say, that's it. But one thing I will say is, I want to challenge you. You say this person's the one. Are they really? You say you guys have an unmovable, unshakable, unbreakable bond. But do you really? Do the things that you say in terms of love, in terms of relationships, in terms of you guys in a union yourselves, do they actually align to the things that you say? Have you got the orders all in place? And even if you don't have all of them all in place, do you have created a system where you both can actually have a space of speaking, growing, building, nurturing. Are these spaces, are they all within your areas where you can allow yourselves to be in? Because like me and my wife Sage, we go through every situation like everyone else, but it's how we alchemize from the situation, how we can own it and become powerful from these situations. And not going really into it, but it was more about our own woundings and our own pain, and it was being honest, being honest, being honest with the things that we had to go through ourselves. And I just want to say a massive shout out to my wife, who is my HERO, because there are things that she's taught me through her own struggle that made me stronger and made me not only understand her but understand myself. And that the pain, the struggle has actually given me inspiration when she turned that struggle to resilience, when she turned that struggle to pain to her own nurturing, when she alchemized. And when you're with the right person, when somebody's achieved something and you celebrate the wins. And that was the day when I saw her overcome a fear, overcome a struggle. And that right there, I said to myself, now that's why we got married. I mean, we got married in our higher selves. Well, we're always there, you know, but symbolically here, it's quite a thing. And the one thing I can say is, just because you may be going through, let's say, struggle, there is still gold, there is still nuggets or gems within that struggle. So if we can go through the elements of having to go through dealings such as our own pains, our own struggles, the fact that you're watching this video shows me you're already in that frequency. So if you've got any questions that you've got to ask yourself, I guarantee you've got the answers within yourself to find out and help yourself. All right? So understand, there is strength, and that all starts within. It all starts within your relationships. If you guys ever need help, feel free to message me. If you're going through a situation in terms of struggle, not just with relationships, I welcome that too, or with yourself, drop me a message. I have my socials, they're there. Connect with me, because the fact that we're already in this motion in this video, you're already in that frequency, and as you should. If I win, I want to see you win. Yes, that was the video, and I'm gonna send you love. Take care now.